back to today's episode of Juicy History. Today I will discuss why there are two Chinas. Understand who is China? For most people, China is the People's Republic we know today. However, another nation that claims to be China is technically Taiwan. However, even then the original China was the Qing dynasty, so are they real China? But then you have Manchuria also claiming to be real China at one point, but you also have Vietnam being Indochina, and the Chinese Federation. But then you have to account that Japan was also in China at one point, and the USSR gave heavily influence. It all starts in 1912 when the Qing dynasty broke apart, and warlords began to fight for power. Given the awful state of the nation, a temporary unification federation was created. However, it too could not last for much longer as it began to be attacked by the Japanese in the 1940s, eventually breaking into two groups: the Communist Chinese and the Nationalist Chinese. Mao Zedong's Communist Chinese were backed by the Soviet Union, and Chiang Kai-shek's Nationalist Army was funded by the United States, who gave them weapons and food. However, the US was busy helping the Pacific fight against Japan, so couldn't help much. After working together for a very brief period to fight the Japanese, the Chinese Civil War broke out. The Nationalist Chinese greatly outnumbered the Communists. However, the Communists were better trained and equipped, as well as being extremely motivated to prove the worth of China in the future. Despite the Communists suffering many losses, they eventually repelled the Nationalists to Tibet, and eventually to the island of Taiwan. The Communists soon took control and unified the mainland. However, the Nationalists, now Taiwan, were never eradicated and remain on the island today. Taiwan, now democratic, remains bitter about their loss and claims to be China. And the Communists are bitter that the nation of Taiwan still exists. Like it or not, the PCRS communist regime is officially recognized as China, despite Taiwan still claiming to own all of China sometimes. Thank you for watching today's episode of Juicy History. Just to be clear, I do not choose a favorite side or opinion. I just want to inform you of correct information. Goodbye.